This is punishable, sir, by up to 250 fines, 45 days jail. Court costs are all those.
Welcome to Bench Scope USA.
These are just recommendations here, right?
That's correct, Judge.
So he's going to plead to attempted DV, which means he must have had another DV, right?
That's correct, Judge.
This is punishable, sir, by up to 250 fines, 45 days jail. Court costs are all those. And they're recommending parenting classes, anger management, 12 to 18 months probation, no contact with the victim, and anything else additional determined by the court. Do you understand all that? You didn't sign an advice of rights today?
Judge, I explained the advice of rights and,
Is that right? Your lawyer went over these?
yes.
I want you to come up here, John, and hand that to him, will you please? I want you to sign that advice of rights. Take your time. If you want, I can go off the record. If your lawyer's already explained to it and you fully understand it, you can go ahead and sign it. That's all right, as long as he signs.
Okay, thank you.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you're giving up all those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing or a trial of any kind. Do you understand that? Is this how you wish to proceed?
Yes.
To the charge of domestic violence, how do you plead?
Yes.
On March 27 to 26, were you at 23030 Fairway Drive, apartment 202 in the city of Woodhaven, county of Wayne?
Yes.
And were you married to, at the time, Shahari Marie Boyd?
No, that's his daughter, Judge. What he explained. He's
Okay.
use of parental discipline.
Okay.
A little bit of,
Tell me what happened.
so I actually have full custody of her. She lives with my parents.
Go ahead.
So we were at home. She got upset because I wasn't paid. We got trained. We were at home. She told me, fuck this shit.
What did you do?
We should fuck it.
You hit her in the mouth?
He slapped her.
You slapped her in the mouth?
Not in the mouth, but
Well, you said in the mouth. I'm not putting words into your mouth. You said you slapped.
it was like
She got popped in the mouth. Were your words? Was that not your word?
Yes, sir.
Put your daughter in the mouth. Yes?
Yes, sir.
How old is she?
17.
Shame on you. Are you on probation or parole? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
Hmm.
You don't think that's reasonable parental discipline, do you? How big is your daughter? Yeah.
Oh,
How tall are you? And you are how old?
40.
Why are you doing it?
Yeah, what I do.
Why? You slapped her in the mouth.
Judge, he made a mistake. However, there are a few things they were arguing for.
I know.
Yeah, he
Are you on?
this reasonable parental discipline.
What's that?
He did not use
Correct.
reasonable parental.
Are you on probation or parole, Mr. Boyd?
No, sir.
How many domestic violence convictions have you had?
What? So,
And who did that involve?
those are not.
Are you still married to her mom?
No.
Okay. Has anybody forced you to plead guilty or promised anything to induce you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea to attempted DV. Dismiss the DV. Are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs?
No.
Pre-sentence report is ordered. Pre-sentence report is ordered. I want to have the, let's give them a few. I'll tell you what, I'm going to set this for June the 9th, okay, Amy? June the 9th at 8:30, all right?
Yes. Yes.
Come on, you seem like a nice guy. You have no business doing that. You
Judge,
physical damage you caused was like one half of 1% of what you caused mentally and emotionally. Come on, we don't hit our daughters in the mouth. Come on.
hold on. Basically, once you read the report, you realize this report is a violent person.
I believe it. He seems like a nice guy.
The work for he's the sole source of support and,
I get it.
discipline troops.
Drug law. Morosco, Richard Joseph Morosco, 26M125, 988. B. Come on out, Mr. Morosco. Do you have your lawyer here?
I am the lawyer.
Oh, I'm sorry. I knew I appointed him one. I thought you were leaving.
Five
Did a good job for this guy, too. Your appearance?
John Rossi, on behalf of Mr. Richard Morocco.
How you doing, Mr. Morosco?
Richard Morocco. Richard Morocco.
He's going to plead responsible to speeding 1 to 5 miles per hour over the drive over sidewalk, and the failure to change address will be dismissed. True?
That's
Is
correct.
that what you want to do, Mr. Morosco? Is that what you want to do, is plead responsible to speeding 1 to 5 over? That's 1 point. It's a civil infraction, not a misdemeanor.
Yeah. Judge, it's actually a 0-point violation.
No, it's not. It only is a 0-point violation if it's limited access. But still, he's getting a great deal here.
You should plead responsible to that.
Sir, I want you to talk to me. Listen, can you hear me nice and loud?
Yes, sir.
So if you plead the 1 to 5 miles per hour over the speed limit, this is going to be a 1-point violation. We're going to dismiss the misdemeanor and the failure to change address. Do you understand and agree to that? To the charge of 1 to 5 over, do you plead responsible or not responsible? Plea is accepted. The drive over sidewalk is dismissed, as well as the failure to change address. 140. You are all set. Have
I apologize for my mistake there.
Judge, I just wanted to point out, he also has another ticket that he received after this that is due on the 15th. I just didn't want him to be confused.
You have another ticket that you have to pay that's due on the 15th. They'll talk to you about it down the hall, okay?
Thank you.
Should you be driving? Are you driving terribly now? Well, you drove over a sidewalk, and it sounds like you got another civil infraction. Will you be careful, please?
Yes.
Okay. Is this your friend?
I'm a driver.
What's that?
I'm a driver.
Okay.
You can take care of Judge.
Good. Well, let's make sure he isn't driving around a lot. Okay? You're almost as old as I am, Mr.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Okay.
Roscoe.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Tell him to go down and pay the 140 and have him check on the other one. Thank you. Hassan. I'm sorry. Hyder, Abdul Hussein, Hassan, 260-827-965. How you doing? Did this work out okay? Yeah, they're gonna dismiss the misdemeanor. You didn't want a misdemeanor on your record. Okay? I wouldn't have let that happen. They're gonna dismiss that original misdemeanor, and you're gonna plead responsible to fishing with too many lines in the water, right? Is that what you're gonna do? To the charge, fishing with too many lines in the water, responsible or not responsible? 130 is your total. The misdemeanor is dismissed. Have a great day. You're all set. Good luck. Have a good day. You can go right down the hall and pay that. Thank you. Corey William Kittle Little, 3F 240-292. 2. 3B 143090. Your name, Mr. Little?
Corey William Little.
Mr. Dox, what are you doing here? You got a case? You do? With us?
Yes,
You got
sir. Let me back, Mr. Paddock.
They're going to mute you and chat with you, okay? I got another case going on here. Mr. Little, how much money did you come up with?
I wasn't able to get a hold of like people because my mom was at work until 5 o'clock. Phone charges, so
You got
my
a big problem.
It's only been like 2 or 3 hours, sir.
Here's what I'm doing. I'm setting a $250 cash bond on 23F240292. I'm going to sentence you tomorrow, May the 13th. Amy will do this at 8:30 in the morning, okay?
Yes, Judge.
I'll sentence you on these post the bond, show up, I'll work with you, but you gotta stop ignoring me. I'm gonna send you on both of these cases tomorrow at 8:30. Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir. But, can I ask you a question?
That's what it is.
So instead of the $250 bond, what if I have them come up here and pay that on the ticket?
But you're gonna be released and you're gonna have to show up for sentencing tomorrow, and I'm gonna be very reasonable with you, but you're not gonna thumb your nose in the court for 4 years, son.
Yeah, I understand that, sir.
I'll be reasonable with you. We'll post the 250. I'm going to have them release you, and you're going to show up in person at the 33rd District Court tomorrow at 8:30. If you don't do that, I'm forfeiting your bond. We're going to issue a warrant for your arrest on both cases. Do we understand one another?
Yes, sir.
Stop doing this. This is ridiculous. Amy, I'm incorporating that bond onto this file. And I don't know. That's what we're doing. So we're setting them both for sentencing at 8:30 tomorrow. Now, if you post the 250, you'll be released. But do not make the mistake of not showing up tomorrow at 8:30. We understand why.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably end up staying here and just have them pay the money towards me. The bond itself.
If they post the bond, you'll be released. They don't need you there. You don't need to be there. But you need to stop acting like a fugitive, okay? Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I hope you can post and get out of there. The sooner the better. If you can't, then you're going to have to spend the night there, and I'll think about what I'm going to do with it. All right?
All right, sir.
Good luck. Stevie Boop,
Yeah.
Boop, kill that. 26710. I hope he's calling class. There he is. Okay. Your name, I'm going to call this again. Stephen Wukdalash. 26B17100812. Detective, your name?
Second class. Now, sometimes you keep from
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the penalties of perjury that the testimony you give in these proceedings will be the whole truth. So help you God.
Yes, it will.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, May 10th, 9/16, the also dispatch 23052 Westwood Drive in Brownstown. Weekend, Miss Sandra called 911 to report she was assaulted. Ms. Gola and Mr. Pompea have been in an on-and-off relationship for 10 years. They have been together for the last 3, and they live at the Westwood address since approximately September of 25. We have 2 children together also. Officer Waterworth met with our victim, Ms. Gala. She explained she had been upset because our defendant had been lying to her about hiring another female at his company. So I mentioned the defendant also did not trust her in the relationship and was looking for her phone to go through it. At some point, the defendant got a hold of our victim's phone. They began to argue over the phone. Ms. Gala, Stacy defendant pushed her down the hallway outside the bedroom. During this altercation, she threw her head against the doorway, causing a mark in her face. Ms. Gala wrote in the statement she thinks that this also cut her lip and caused injury to the lip. They were wrestling over the phone, and the jealousy of her speaking with another male. She went to get an iPad and went into the bathroom. Looking to call 911. He didn't know how. The defense was hitting on the door and trying to throw her out of the window. Gail explained that once she came out of the bathroom, he began pushing her onto the bed approximately 6 times while her child was in the hallway watching. She also hit her head another time in the doorway, wall, and during the altercation. Her hit a cut in her left pinky, and there was blood in her pants and fingers. Victim had a scratch on her right cheek that was approximately a half-inch long. She had a cut on the inside of her leg with 2 small cuts on her right hand. Defendant was interviewed. He explained that she's mad about the hiring of the female of this business. He explained to her, began to fight about her also talking to another male. The female wanted our defendant to leave the home and he did not want to. Miss Gala started shoving him from grabbing the phone while he stood by the front door of the house. Started shoving him, trying to get the phone back. Once they reached the doorway of the house, he began pushing her, shoved her off. He said that he did not need her to the phone unless she had shoved during the incident.
Based on your sworn testimony, I find the crime of domestic violence was committed. There's probable cause to believe the crime was committed by the defendant and authorized the issuance of the complaint warrant. I'll note you signed the complaint. Court is signing and dating the complaint and the warrant. You can bring him out and counsel, Mr. Westmoreland, your appearance.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland, appearing on behalf of Mr. Vuktalaj.
Mr. Buktalaj, your name, sir?
Stevie looked alike.
All right, does he stay on mute, wait formal reading?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I advise you of your rights, sir. You have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you do say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it could be used against you. You have the right to a lawyer today. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to be represented by a lawyer at all subsequent court proceedings. And if you ever choose to submit the questioning with law enforcement officials, you do have the right to be represented by a lawyer at that questioning. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Can you afford your own lawyer going forward?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna have to go hire one. You're entitled one today through the state's MIDT program. I'm gonna listen to whatever you have to say regarding bond, Mr. Westmoreland.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like you to know that Mr. Vuktalaj does not have any prior criminal history. He's not on probation or parole. He has no pending matters out of any other jurisdiction. He is self-employed. And after speaking with Mr. Vuktalaj at length this morning, he did assure me he would be appearing at all future court dates and understands the importance of doing so. As far as the home where this incident took place, both Mr. Vuktalaj and the alleged victim do reside there. However, the lease, it's a rented home, and the lease is solely in his name.
She's an occupant. I used to take a different position. I'm not now.
Okay, I just wanted to make this court clear.
I understand. Detective, anything?
I don't have to
$1,000 personal bond, sir, but I want to be clear about some things here. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. No contact with the victim. And you got to take me very seriously on that. If I find out you've had contact of any kind, I'm going to revoke your release, forfeit your bond, and set a high cash bond. You cannot write, phone, see, text, or email Cassandra Gully. You cannot have anybody else in the world do any of those things for you or on your behalf. No contact with prosecution witnesses except through your lawyer. You're not to enter the property address at 23052 Westwood Drive in Brownstown. I will allow you to have one visit and one visit only accompanied by the police. So you'll have to make arrangements. If you need to go back there and get clothing and shaving gear and the like, then you'll have to make arrangements for one of them to meet you there. One visit only accompanied by a police officer. So I would expect that you'd go there with the ability to take out whatever you need in one simple trip. No firearms, no dangerous weapons. Except for the one visit, you're not to be within 2 miles of the victim, her residence, or place of employment. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to give you a court date here. Since I'm giving you personal bond, we're going to do it on May the 20th. That'll give you an opportunity to go out and hire your own lawyer. It will be May the 20th. And that will be at 10:15 in the morning. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Judge, it should not be on the 20th.
Exactly. It should be the 19th.
Yes.
Then no problem. May the 19th. That's 1 week from today at 10:15. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions, sir?
No, yeah.
Stay away from her, and if you have any firearms, you have to surrender those to the police. Do you understand that?
Not a problem.
Or other dangerous weapons. Do you have any firearms?
Nowhere near the residence.
Can't hear you.
I have firearms. They're not anywhere near that residence.
All right, so they're not in your possession. They can never be in your possession as long as that bond condition is in effect. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good enough. Anything else, Mr. Westmoreland?
Not this time, Judge.
Have a good day.